Hello. Welcome to Wednesday Night Yarn Adventures.
Wednesday Night Yarn Adventures. Look, there's someone already watching us. Look how they
Nice.
go. How's everyone doing?
The video quality may be iffy, so if you hear that we are sketchy or weird on video, just let us know so we can stop and record this for later.
Yeah, we are at my in-laws, so Dean's parents, and we're having Thanksgiving this week with them, which is super fun. So we are doing all kinds of fun stuff around here. Dean actually has his telescope all set up, so
Yep.
he was checking, make sure images were coming through. I have been working on several projects the last couple of days. So, hi, Jess. Nice to see you online tonight. We started off last week at my parents' house. So last Wednesday,
Yes.
we had hung out at Peaceful Easy Feeling, and then over the weekend we actually drove down here, and then we went on down to right outside of San Antonio to Butte, Buda, Texas,
Buda. Yeah.
Buda, Texas, to Fiber Fate, which is a spinning fiber shop, and I got to hang out on Sunday with Angela, and she drew in a really nice spinning crowd.
It
We
was
had
busy.
a little spin in. Rowdy Ranch was there with her soaps from her
She had,
Nigerian dwarves and something
she had
else.
some farm yarn,
And then
some kits, and
she raises German Angoras and
oh yeah,
Aussies
that's right.
and Aussie puppies. So she has some kits available, like baby bunny kits,
Yep.
coming up pretty soon. So if you're in the market for a German Angora, we might be able to help you out there. She had some fabulous, fabulous fiber though. So yeah, and
It's a really good day. She's not
yeah,
normally open on Sundays, but the building that she's at, the parking lot, there's a couple of other folks in the building, and so she had the whole parking lot to herself on Sundays. So that's when she likes to, or she wants to try and do events on Sundays, and it worked out really well. There was a nice spot for the yarn truck. It worked
a
out
lot
very
of
well.
food options, a lot of DoorDash
Yeah.
options. So that was really great. And then on we stayed down there near there in an RV park and had a
Mhm.
wonderful time. Jazz came out and hung out
She
all
did.
day with us,
Yep.
which was awesome, and we enjoyed visiting with her from Marlin Farms, and Yellow Rose Fiber um,
Fiesta.
Fiesta
Yep.
Fiber Adventure and Yellow Rose on the
Fiberism. Yep.
so yeah, she helps run all of those events, and she runs a market too down in
She
Seguin.
does a lot of stuff with fiber in
So
Central Texas.
well,
So
I think Mr.
yeah.
Yellow Rose does a lot of that. Austin's pretty great. We didn't get to see him, but that's
No.
all right. So it's really lovely to see all of you tonight. Looks like our numbers are jumping up there. Okay, so we drove after we hung out in Texas for a day or two. We drove back to Nashville, Arkansas, which is where we are now,
Yep.
and we are now at my in-laws and doing it all. Oh, she says that Austin does
Austin
it
does
all.
it all.
I wonder if it's actually Austin who's watching.
Oh, maybe that one. That could be.
There you go. Maybe it's actually Austin who's watching us. So Austin, you're doing great. We've been doing a lot of stuff with Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks this week, and I've been getting a lot of fibery things done.
You've been
So
like stitching up a ton
I
around here
have.
lately.
So last week, on the way, I've been working on my sash. My no, he's working. I've been working on my Pearl Scout merit badge sash from Camp Stitchwood. I It's almost long enough, but I'm out. I did 2 skeins, and I think I need a third. It needs to be just a little bit longer because I don't think
Isn't one
this
of
is
those?
not quite long enough.
Isn't one of those that we have like a short skein, like a
Yeah, I might still have the short skein, so it's not
shorter
quite
one?
long enough. So I think I'm going to do that. Add that short skein on because it just needs to be a little bit longer, but not. Yeah. Anyway, and I had used a slightly bigger yarn and a slightly smaller needle, so than the pattern had called for. So this is still coming along. I am really close. I think I should be able to finish this week, which makes me very
Oh, I would
happy.
think so. Yeah.
And then I also have been working on my skirt. So I've only added one color, but I did finish off color number 4. So we'll pull this out. So this is the Skeeter skirt. You can see all 4 colors there. That lovely orange, then the brown, the burnt orange color here, and then this cherry red, and then this one. I just finished this off this afternoon. So this one is the next color, which is a light. It's a pinky color.
Yeah.
It's a lighter pink. So that's going to be the next one on the list. So we'll wind that up and get that going here in the next couple of days. And I will be making progress on that. On Saturday on the way down to Texas, I worked on my sweater. So I there was a meetup with the Freedom Knitters Tea people, and we had a lovely time chatting. And so they released a addition to the sweater. And so if you have the pattern, the charts are there, and you can definitely add this on if you like. I duplicate stitch this on. It says never give up. And so I will be this will be on the truck all the time.
So just
So
tail the thing on?
yeah, it's just the tail ring to the front. I haven't sewn in that last end. That's it. It's actually looking pretty good on the back.
Great.
Yeah. So I duplicate stitched that this weekend. And this will be on the truck. This is out of Queen City Yarn Latta, and we do carry this yarn on the truck. So this is an excellent example of what it knits up like and how it feels. So
nice sport weight.
Fabulous sport weight yarn. Really great for color work, obviously. And so you don't have to just make this sweater. You have all the options out there in the world, and I'll be happy to help you find sweaters if that is what you're into. So, and then on Saturday or Sunday
while we were there.
I finished that up here once we got back,
Yeah,
but I did start it on the way down. On Saturday, I pulled out a braid of fiber that I had been carrying around, and it's just been like floating around the truck. It's getting in Dean's way, and so I went ahead and pulled it out. It's from Apothecary Luxury Fibers out of North Central Arkansas. Fairy had a lovely wool and silk, and she was really excited about me getting my hands on that. And I picked that up back in August at Michigan Fiber Fest, and so I spun my singles all on Saturday. I spun the whole 4 ounces on Sunday. I'm sorry, while we were sitting at the spinning shop, and all 4 ounces, and then I finished up a little bit singles wise at the campsite afterward.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
And then I let it rest for a day, and then I plied it once we got back here. So I did a chain ply on it, and the colors turned out great. It's got a nice stripe going on, so it followed really nicely. A good fractal.
Go well together.
Turned out really nice. The yarn was butter to spin, and I really enjoyed the fiber. Fairy did a trunk show this weekend at YarnCom, and she had a really good time. I know, Jack, right? I finished the whole skein. I know, right? And then I also last week we were winding up that last skein of Carbon Memories from that alpaca that I spun from Fur Haven Farm. So 2 skeins in a week, and actually 3 skeins in 2 weeks. So making some progress on that. And then this is my next spin. I don't know if you guys can see the colors in this one, but it's a black with like rainbow, and then it's got Fire Star and silk noils, and it's really nice. It's called Night at the Circus. It's from Joy Heart or Joyce Halsering, and she's out of Texas, and she does a lot of needle felting arts, and she also does some bats, and she likes to do that. Let me pull this.
Very woolly stuff.
This is really fun. So,
oh, I didn't realize there were 2 bats.
There's 2 bats in here. I have about 5.5 ounces. I have 5 ounces. I have a 2 and a 3 ounce, and you can really see the different colors in here, and it's really lovely and sparkly, and I love it. So it has been in my stash for about a year now, and that's my next project that I'm going to put on the wheel.
Nice.
So when I get around to that, my wheel is sitting right over here, and I've been spinning on it. I charged my battery before while I was spinning
it at Alabama.
Yeah. So I finished spinning.
It ran out when you
I finished spinning carbon. So I finished like 3 ounces of the carbon, and then I plied that, and then I spun the 4 ounces from Fairy, and I plied that, and my battery is still like going strong. So those batteries, guys, they do the trick. They are awesome, and they hold charge like nobody's business as long as you remember to actually turn them off. So I've been working on that for sure. Dean is actually doing, like I said, his telescope stuff. Yeah, busting my stash. I'm working so hard on busting my stash right now. It's got its moments of.
I actually got to put the telescope out last night, but it was just so foggy. I mean, it was like just clouds on the ground, from the ground to the sky, and so nothing turned out last night. But tonight, I'm actually working on the Helix Nebula, so that'll be a little preview of what's coming up soon. So
that'll be fun.
It's working right now, taking some pictures of that. I've not done a picture of that one yet. I bet that Laura would really like that one though.
Yeah, it's got a lot of color.
Yeah, it does.
It's really fun, and that's not even edited.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome. Just like 1 5-minute exposure, so it's gonna look much better even.
So yeah, we have been doing a lot of fun stuff, and
we
then
cooked today.
Yep, we cooked all kinds of goodies today. Dean, no, look, your mom joined.
Oh, I see
over
that.
there on Instagram.
She's
Hi, Ralph's granny.
She's in the living room.
Ralph is sitting on the chair with her. So the first day we came down on Friday from my parents' house to here, and we stayed the night because it's about.
But it was like
it's not halfway, but it was a good portion of the
40%, 60% split, and so we stopped here for just a night. And Ralph was like, he wouldn't have anything to do with us for that time. And in the morning that we were going to leave,
actively avoiding sitting with us at all,
wouldn't look at
us or anything.
And in the morning we were leaving, he got up and sat in my lap for a minute. Yeah. And then
he came back and he sat in my lap.
Once we came back after the weekend, he was like, okay,
much happier.
I'm fine.
He was just being cranky. That's how it goes sometimes. Our signal's a little week, so probably losing some people here. So what I've been working on today, and I put the needles back on it because I finished up the other two things that I had sitting, is my descent here. So if you have been following along, right now, design a sweater with one of Dean's pics in it. Okay, Anita. Anita says that I need to design a sweater with one of Dean's astrophotography pictures in it.
That's
an endeavor.
Yeah, that would be
I need to use the yarn that Laura has lovingly dyed for us first. And then once I do that, I will see what I can do. But that's a great idea, Anita. I will go with that. So you've been following along way back the 1st of September. We started our Fall Mail 24, which is our sweater weather adventure. Fall Mail stands for Yarn Adventure Truck Fall Make Along. And 2024. Can't forget that part. We're coming up with better hashtags. Okay, guys, I'm really working on it. But I finished 2 sweaters so far. I've got a skirt going, and I have this sweater.
In addition to all your spinning.
In addition to my spinning, and then my sash, and then I finished a cup cozy, and I finished. Did I finish anything else? I don't think so. Just some spinning projects.
Just spinning.
But yeah, I've been busy doing stuff, so we're gonna keep adding to that wardrobe. If you are adding and going along with us, please make sure.
My mom said that would be an awesome gift for Katie's mother-in-law, which is her.
That sweater that I haven't designed yet. Yeah. Okay, we'll work on. So if you are joining along with that, we are ending our fall make along on November 30th. We will shift then into our next adventure, which will actually be Vlogmas 24. So that will be a daily recording of a 30-minute knit. So I will be knitting on making a couple pairs of socks, and I'll be knitting the pairs of socks, and I'll knit for probably 30 minutes to an hour a day.
And none of them will be videoed from a little studio apartment in Eureka Springs this year, like it were last year, half of them.
So we will do Vlogmas each day, but we won't necessarily be live. We'll do short takes.
And they'll be posted.
And they'll all be posted, and it will be like 2 and 3 minute clips. And then we might do like 15-minute like things here and there. Like
it'll be like little bit. It'll be a lot a lot of it will be Katie, like a time lapse of
Yeah.
Katie knitting whatever she's knitting, or stitching, or doing
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, spinning,
or wherever we're going and doing things. So
with some pictures and some voiceovers and stuff like
yes.
that.
So if you are interested in joining us for that, I'm sure we will do some type of gift card or prize or something like
Yep.
that.
And we'll be doing one for the end of
But
now. But
for
January,
the end
whatever.
of the fall make along, hashtag sweater weather adventure. Tag us at Yarn Adventure Truck and use the hashtag sweater weather adventure, and we will get you in our drawing. We'll do. I'm not sure what we're gonna do
I have
yet.
no idea. Yeah, we'll
We'll come up with something fun.
make yellow package, mail it. Yeah.
We will. Our packages are really fun. They end up being full of all kinds of
Yeah.
goodies. You never know what you're
Mhm.
gonna get. And usually, if we know who you are, we kind of
Tailor
take it
to
to
whatever,
you. Like
yeah.
I look at your past orders or like what I know about you and or what you're working on. If you're joining us for the descent along this one, Michelle from Getting It Face in Colorado, she's doing the worsted weight version, and I'm using the fingering weight version. She has a few less stitches than I did, but she's finished the yoke and she has moved on to the body, and she is doing a stunning job. I don't know. She's using Rios, I
Oh,
believe.
okay. I didn't know what she was
She didn't
using.
end up dyeing her own this time, but we do have an order in with her, so
Yep.
don't worry. We do have more of her yarn coming, and I think I saw some pictures of it today.
Oh,
I think I
wow.
saw some unicorn
Already? Okay.
shakoopsies, so I'm very excited about that. And let's see, because unicorn shakoopsies is a fun color.
It is, yeah. It's
I
one of
like
those,
that
like,
one.
that's a lot of white, but it's like, it's kind of like
It's all it's a
what's the word?
speckle,
Like, it's a speckle, but
like
confetti.
confetti.
That's the word I'm
It
trying
looks
to
like
think of.
it looks like super fun confetti, and it plays really well with our Adventure is Out There colorway, which is also our signature one, and that is so she uses the same colors in the speckles as she does for
Right.
our more
Right.
variegated color. And I think she was talking about maybe making something else.
She said she
Yeah.
didn't say specifically what, but she said something,
Mhm.
maybe something new.
So yeah, if you are following along, I did get about 3 rows done already tonight, and I'll probably get at least 2 more done before I go to bed. And so getting there, I have about 15 more rows of color work at least, and then I will start on the body, or I will continue the yoke, but it will all be in a solid color. So hopefully that will. But it takes me a good bit because there's about 450 stitches on here per row. So it takes me a little bit to get through them, but that's okay. It's worth it. It's a good sweater. I'm really excited about finishing it. It's been in the works for 4 years, 4 solid years.
You just are in that stage of where it
I know
seems
it just seems like a
daunting.
lot at
Like,
the moment, and it's gonna go much faster soon. So I'm okay with that. Actually, I was just talking to Amanda about Vlogmas stuff because they were talking about Advents and countdowns.
Mhm.
Because I'm doing the Woolens and Nosh sock
Yeah.
countdown. That's what I'm doing. So I'm actually going to do 2 pairs of socks this year. I'm going to do this year's colorway, the 2024 colorway. I don't remember the name of it. It has a black,
Yeah,
like a black charcoal for the divider color, and then it has, and that's the toe and heel color as well. And then last year's color I love, and I don't remember the name of that one either. But I knit literally a pair of like knee-high socks, and I stopped trying them on after I turned the heel,
Mhm.
and then I couldn't get them on over my heels after I had knit all the way up.
It was sad.
It was really sad. So I'm going to reskein those into balls, and I'm going to actually knit 2 pairs of socks. So I'll be working on both of those during Vlogmas.
I mean, that period of time was like a blur anyway, so
It's true.
you know.
It's all good. I'll probably get more done this year.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
But yeah, so what are we doing this week?
This week we for 2 days now. We've kind of just been like sitting on the couch.
I've been knitting a lot.
Katie's been stitching. We've been watching a lot of Netflix.
I've been watching my really terrible Hallmark movies, which are fabulous.
I started, which I don't start a lot of new shows. I watch a lot of old things I've already seen, but I did start a new show. It's Resident Aliens, the one with Alan Tudyk. Really good. I like it.
I'm watching all the British new Hallmark movies.
Yes.
for Christmas this year. So apparently those are all on Netflix. Who knew? So I'm watching all of those, and then we do have access to those on Hulu too. So my parents last week have been watching a series called Doc Martin, which is a BBC
Just a series,
on PBS. They got it on PBS at first.
10 seasons over the course of 20 years, apparently.
And they are apparently on season 7, and they watched up through season all the way through season 6, and then season 7 is only available on one certain streaming network, and they're having a hard time getting it.
So we're gonna
My
help them
parents
with
haven't
that.
done a lot of streaming in their lives.
We're going
We'll be back there.
after we go. We're gonna go to Arkadelphia to Knit Unto Others on Saturday.
Yay,
And
Knit Unto
then
Others.
We're gonna go, and Katie's teaching sweater math there.
Oh, we froze over here on Instagram. Okay, there it goes.
Okay.
All right. It's a
And
little
then
choppy.
after that, we're gonna go up to Fayetteville on Sunday
Mhm.
and stay a couple days over there. Get my eyes checked out again, and then we're gonna go to Salem.
Yep, I'm
over
teaching
there.
some pop-up classes at Peaceful
Yeah.
Easy Feeling. I'm just gonna hang out for the day, basically. So if you're in the area and you're like, I need some knitting help, come and see
Just
me.
drop in,
Come say hi. I'll be there during open hours on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're just
before
gonna kind of hang
Thanksgiving.
out there on the day before Thanksgiving. So
And I will probably assist Emma in whatever Thanksgiving or Christmas decorating she might.
mhm.
I love doing the tree trimming with Emma. It's fun. Back to our high school days. There's pictures of us doing all kinds of tree trimming.
You also just like that kind of
I
Christmas
do, and I
too,
don't
right?
have a Christmas tree this
So,
year.
but I mean, you'll get to do it here
I will
tomorrow.
probably.
You'll get to do it at your parents' house in Fayetteville next week.
Tree this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they will.
They
My
might.
dad hates bringing the tree.
But
up.
it might be later, like close to Christmas. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
But it'll
And
be
then-
us. I'm sure that it'll be us doing it if
Yeah.
it does get done. So
then we will head back to Salem and do all that stuff with Thanksgiving holiday with family, and then my side of the family, and then we will actually head back to Fayetteville and to Tulsa for Get Stitchin' Small Business Saturday.
to close out November. That'll be the last day of November.
Is that it? Yeah. And then we'll be usually we have to do the ad for Vic's Bakery.
Yes.
So we are going to be at Columbus House Brewery with Ozark Knit Co. The 2nd of December. So mark that calendar.
Actually.
The Yarn Shop in Salem also sells tarot cards. They
Yep.
did it last year.
Yep.
I did not know that.
I didn't either. They have a bunch of stuff in there.
They do. Emma has done a really great job of curating that and getting some really cool stuff in there. And she has some really fun yarns and consigners. So yeah. And Dean's photos.
Yep. I have a couple of my astrophotography prints in there.
If you are interested in getting some of Dean's photos for your family for Christmas,
thestellarspectrum.com.
Yes.
Or you can get the photo paper prints or metal prints from 4x6 up through 11x14.
Yep.
So
I thought you had some bigger ones too, don't you?
maybe
Some bigger
up to
ones,
14x20.
And if you want something bigger or something different,
just message me.
and we can figure something out.
Yep.
Also,
sorry, I'm just stretching my leg.
Oh, today I did post a reminder that we have all kinds of fun merchandise on the Yarn Adventure Truck website. So yarnadventuretruck.com. We do have print on demand stuff, so sweatshirts and laptop covers and I don't know, kids clothes.
Yeah.
We have
backpack? No.
Backpacks on Eureka. I haven't done one for Yarn Adventure yet.
And you'll probably get tired of us saying it, but we're working hard on Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks. So
yes,
lots of good classes up there. We had a lot of good traffic. Lots of people buying classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking the other day we need to implement a little temperature gauge ticker to show how many seats we have left in classes because we've already sold like 10% of the seats.
We've done about 10% of seats for the classes and about 20% of our seats. 20% of our seats for the Friday night event.
Yes.
So we're clicking up there, and we will add that on the website possibly. you guys have questions or anything, we always are here to answer them. And if you want to join any of our make-alongs, we would encourage you to do that. This is a space that we want to share with you, and we want to encourage you. Happy crafting is not just a thing we say; it's a lifestyle, and we firmly believe that. So we welcome you into our space, and we wish you a very happy crafting. So we are going to sign off and have a great one. Bye, friends.